Hi, I'm Melanie with the Trauma Healing Resource Center, and I have two mindfulness activities for us today that anyone can use to help us feel more calm whenever we're feeling triggered, or even to bring to someone else who might be feeling anxiety or a lot of emotions around a past trauma. So let's get started and then we'll break it down a little bit afterwards. This activity you can do anywhere and nobody even knows you're doing it. So you just start by picking a color. I'm going to pick the color purple. And all you have to do is look around wherever you happen to be and try to find as many things that are that color as you can. So let's go ahead and do that together. Make sure that you look up above, you look below, move your head around. Try to just find everything you can that is your particular color and kind of keep a count in your head of how many you find. Okay, and then we'll come back together and just take a breath together. Let's go ahead and try to exhale as slowly as we can with this breath. Great. Okay, and now we're going to basically repeat that, but this time we're going to see if we can find anything that we might have missed the first time around. And in terms of objects that we saw the first time, try to find one additional thing about it. Is it light purple or dark purple? Notice its texture. Has anything changed since you saw it the first time? So let's take just a minute to do that together. Okay, I'm kind of cracking up because literally the biggest thing in the room is purple and I missed it the first time around, but that's why we're doing this. Again, make sure you're really moving your head, looking around. All right. And again, let's take a breath together and exhale. Great. People who practice mindfulness call this a grounding activity. It really helps us get centered in the here and now, right here in this place and this time. One thing that a lot of people don't know about trauma is that it's really not about the past. It's really about how our body is reacting in the present to something that happened in the past. And it's not even so much about the memory of what happened in the past as that our body kind of gets like hijacked and pulled back, almost sent back to relive that experience over and over. And for anybody that's had more complex trauma, it's almost like this becomes a default way of operating. We become very hypervigilant, always scanning for danger, and our body always feels that anxiety in the present because of things that we went through in the past. So anything we can do to be present to what is actually going on around us right here and right now breaks that cycle and really helps us feel grounded and calm. So when I'm focusing on color, I pick a color and focus on that in the room around me, I'm being forced to focus on what's actually here right now with me, and it can really bring that sense of calm. The second activity is a breathing activity. Again, it's one where nobody has to even know that you're working to help yourself get grounded. You can do it anywhere. So the two things to remember about breathing exercises are that it's really important to focus on the exhale. It's actually easier than thinking about a deep breath to think about a long, slow exhale. And it's the exhale that signals calm to our nervous system. So that's why we really want to just focus on slowing down as we exhale. The second thing to remember is that if we introduce counting into our breathing, sometimes that can just give our mind something to focus on. So today we're going to do something called 5-2-7 breathing. We're going to breathe in for the count of 5, hold it for 2, and then breathe out for 7. There's nothing super magical about these numbers except that, again, we want the focus to be on slowly exhaling, so that needs to take the most time. So let's go ahead and just try this together. We're going to go ahead and breathe in for 5, hold for 2, and now breathe out. Okay, let's do it one more time. In, hold for 2, and now breathe out. Again, super simple, something that you can practice almost anywhere. The thing to remember about these mindfulness exercises is the more you practice them, the more they'll be available to you when you actually feel like you really need them because you're being triggered. It's kind of like playing soccer, practicing the piano. It just takes a lot of practice. So I hope you do find a few times today to practice one of these and that it's helpful to you. And I hope that you can join us here at the Trauma Healing Resource Center to learn even more body-based resources that can really help us in our journey toward deeper healing and toward greater resilience. See you next time. Thanks.